It's big birthday hello from me, Mrs. Hewitt. I have lockdown birthday today, yay! So bringing you your word study session today, and today's root morpheme is this one, nov, okay? And that comes from the Latin novus, meaning new. So we're going to look at some words today that have this in the middle. Is it free or bound morpheme? See if you can think what that means. Yes, it is a bound morpheme because it is not a word on its own. So free morphemes are morphemes where the root word could also be used as a word by itself. It doesn't have to be attached to anything. This nov isn't a word on its own right for us. So it is a bound morpheme because it has to have other things attached to it to make a word. So nov meaning new. So all the words we're going to build today have got something to do with being new. I'll show you the morpheme grid, pop it up to the screen. You can pause your video and write your word sums, and then we'll talk about the meaning afterwards because that's the really important bit. The spelling's a bit important, building the words is important, the meanings are important, and then any spelling rules that come within building those words is also important. Lots of important things. Okay, so here is your morpheme frame. Pause the video. Okay, let's look at some of the word sums that I have made and see if you've got the same ones, or you'll probably have some more because I can only fit so many on my page and you've had longer because you paused the video for ages. So the first word I've got at the top there is novel. Okay, and we might think of novel as a noun, where we say she wrote a novel in terms of like a book. So a novel being like a new story, but we also call something novel as an adjective, and it does mean new. Okay, so oh, how novel, that means like, oh, how lovely, new and original that is. And similar to this one, novelty. Okay, so a novelty is kind of like a new interesting thing, isn't it? Like, because it's interesting because it hasn't been seen before, or there's only one of it, so it's kind of new. We've made the word here innovate. And again, in meaning kind of into, being original. So that new bit, you've made something new. If you're an innovator or you're innovative, you're very creative, you've made something new. So to innovate something is to create something new. And then innovation, therefore, is that new thing that you've made, okay? Because that is the noun. So we've got innovate, and again, we've got that good old trusty ION suffix. With the shun, drop the E. We've got a T in our root, so drop the E, and then we have got shun without the E there, and it's a T it's a shun with a T because of the innovate being the word that it's being attached to. Sometimes it'll be an S to make shun, sometimes maybe even a C or a double S, but it all relates to what the preceding word is. So because this is innovate, we've got an T-I-O-N because we've got the T in innovate. Here we've got renovation. So renovate. If you renovate a house, it's when you kind of do it up again. So you renew it. So to renovate something is to make it new again, make it like new, to redo it. So to renew, that's where that comes from, a renovation. You're going to do some building works to make something look new again. And then we've got novice. If you're a novice at something, it means you are new to it. So that's a noun to describe somebody, a noun to name somebody that is new. So you might say, I am a novice at this, I am new at this. And down there, an innovator is, again, somebody who innovates. So like maybe an inventor, somebody that is very innovative. So innovate, cross that E off, and then the or bit is the somebody who does it, like an inventor. Okay, sometimes you get an ER, sometimes you get an OR for those, somebody that does it. Sometimes ist as well, isn't it? So we've got innovator there. Okay, so lots and lots of words. Remember, nov meaning new, and that's the bit to remember. In other things, you can have nov meaning 9 as well, okay, but that's kind of from a different root. But this one, because we go back to this Latin novus, meaning new, the words that we've talked about all have nov relating to meaning new. So it's your turn now to make sure you've spelt those words correctly, used your spelling rules, and then pick a couple to write some sentences about. So you're practicing using them in the right context, getting those meanings correct, okay? And once you've written your sentences, maybe get an adult at home to check that actually what you've written, you've used it in the right sort of way, because some of the words are probably words that you wouldn't use in your everyday language. This is about improving your vocabulary as well, making you think about using new words. Okay, so I will see you back here tomorrow. Have a lovely day, and yeah, see you tomorrow. So bye.